Hey Apex Agents, Mobius Y here with another video for Mass Effect Andromeda's multiplayer. Today's video is yet another weapon profile, and we are taking a look at a weapon that is very different from the previous weapon profile. The last weapon profile went over a gun that could largely be used across a wide spectrum of classes simply because it is so versatile and so usable. Today's weapon profile takes a look at a gun that is pretty much the exact opposite. It's a very niche weapon, which is kind of only truly usable on a select list of characters and character classes. In today's weapon profile, we're taking a look at the Widow sniper rifle. The Widow is a one-shot, really high-damage sniper rifle that has been around since Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, and it makes a return once again in Mass Effect Andromeda. The Widow's main thing is doing lots of damage in a single shot, allowing you to take down lower class enemies in one really well-placed shot to the head or their weak point, as well as easing the burden of taking down boss units by repeatedly taking off sizable chunks of their larger HP pools. So first, going over the positive attributes of the Widow sniper rifle, starting with its really good damage per shot. It's actually one of the highest damage per shots in the game, making it very capable of one-shotting low-quality enemies such as Outlaw Raiders or Ket Chosen in a single shot to the head or the body, and even on the higher difficulties, a single shot to the head. Because of this really good damage per shot, the Widow sniper rifle still sports pretty good overall damage per second, or DPS. This allows it to constantly dish out good amounts of damage on boss units, making it much easier to take them down quickly. The Widow, being a sniper rifle, is also very accurate, allowing you to land shots from very long range and take down enemies with really good precision. It also sports a decent ammo capacity so that you don't have to hug an ammo box constantly. You can fire off lots of shots. I believe it'll be about 15 to 20 depending on the grade of the gun itself, as well as if you are sporting the sniper rifle spare ammunition mod. This gives you lots of time to place your shots, take down a few low-level bad guys, or even take down a boss unit and a few low-level bad guys before you really have to resupply at an ammo box anytime soon. And lastly, the Widow sniper rifle is only an uncommon grade item, so it is quite easily unlocked and upgraded, especially if you are buying those advanced packs routinely. Now, the negative aspects of the Widow sniper rifle, when combined together, are basically the reason why I consider the Widow a very niche weapon. You can still try it out on various classes as you so choose, but it is my personal opinion that it's really only viable on specific classes because of a lot of these downsides. The first downside of the Widow being that it is fairly heavy, especially if you're not mounting something like sniper rifle lightweight materials. The Widow's weight will give you longer cooldowns on your powers, making caster classes much less effective as they will not be able to cast their powers as efficiently or as often. The Widow also sports a very long reload, making it absolutely punishing if you miss your shots. When you really need to line up a quick headshot on a raider before he takes you out and forces you to use a Metadel, or forces a teammate to come and revive you, if you miss that shot, you are getting punished for it pretty badly, and that long reload really contributes to that. So because of those two major things, it's not very usable outside a few characters and classes, namely characters such as infiltrators with stealth grid or tactical cloak, or soldier classes with turbocharge. Another thing about the Widow requiring a certain amount of precision is that this tends to put a lot of us console plebes at quite the disadvantage compared to PC players, but you can get accustomed to it and practice with it and just become better at it. That's more of a personal skill sort of thing that can be overcome or compensated for. But for those of us who simply are incapable of getting better with it, it will be a very big turnoff for using something like the Widow sniper rifle. And the last negative aspect about the Widow sniper rifle is that it is simply outperformed by an equal level Ishare in every way, shape, or form. While the Ishare has a slightly longer reload, and I do mean very slightly, the Ishare's sheer damage per shot outclasses the Widow's in every single way, lending it higher damage per shot, obviously, as well as better overall DPS over time. This makes it so that if you have a higher level Ishare or an equal grade Ishare to your Widow Rifle, chances are you won't really be using your Widow Rifle aside from nostalgia reasons or going for challenge points. So my suggestions for character classes that you would want to use the Widow Sniper Rifle on, first off being on Infiltrators for the damage bonus from Stealth Grid or Tactical Cloak, really boosting the damage potential of your next shot, making it easier to take down bosses. You can take a good chunk of a boss's health off with a single cloak shot from a Widow Sniper Rifle, especially on the lower difficulties. And my second suggestion is to use it on soldiers with Turbocharge for instant reloads as soon as you pop the Turbocharge ability, and possible 2 or 3 shot clips while Turbocharge is active. If you spec your Turbocharge for maximum clip size throughout the entire skill, as well as increasing the magazine size in the soldier's passive tree, there's a very good chance that when you activate a turbocharge, not only will you instantly reload the Widow, but you will reload the magazine with 2 shots instead of just 1. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you found it informational and enjoyed watching this weapon profile on the Widow Sniper Rifle. For more Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer content, feel free to check out my other videos or playlists, and subscribe to the channel for any new videos. This has been Mobius Y, and I will see you on the battlefield. Good luck, Apex.